Okay, so week 10, experiment 1 is the grass frog autopsy. In this experiment, you will perform the basic steps of an autopsy on a grass frog to practice the steps a forensic pathologist or medical examiner uses to determine the cause of death. While the frog specimen is preserved in a Carolina Perfect solution, imagine the specimen as a recently discovered body when performing the autopsy and answering post-lab questions. Record your name and date in the examiner and exam date rows on table 1. That's done. Put on your safety lab equipment. So put on our gloves. Okay. To begin, lay an underpad down and place the dissection tray on top of it. Lay out the dissection tools. Once prepared, use the dissection scissor to open the bag that contains the frog. Before performing an internal examination of tissues and organs, a forensic pathologist will perform an external examination of the deceased. Examine the exterior of the frog, noting general appearance of skin, including any marks or discolorations. Record your skin observations in Table 1. Examine the eyes and note the clarity of the lens. So use a camera to photograph the dorsal, which is the back, and the ventral, the underside of the frog. Alright. So here goes my frog. So I guess let's cut him open. I guess the best way would be to cut it this one. Lay him there for right now. Alright, Mr. Frog. So. Let's examine the exterior of the frog. So he's just, he's stiff. I'll give you that much. There is some discoloration right here around like his thigh area. It doesn't appear to have any marks. His eyes do have a film. You can especially tell on this side that there is a thick film on his eye. This one not so much. A little bit of discoloration on his side here. Discoloration also on this side. No marks or scars or anything appear on the body. His underside. Again. Nothing crazy here. The skin, frog skin, he's stiff right here. Wet. That's gross. So, I guess let's take a picture of his back and his underside. Alright, so use a scalpel to create a Y-shaped, create a Y incision on the ventral side of the frog. The arms of the Y should extend from the shoulder or armpit and come together in the middle at the midline of the frog. The stem of the Y incision should extend down to the pelvis. Figure 2. Use a camera to photograph the Y incision. So, needs to done broke the man's bones. So the Y incision needs to go from here to here and come down to the pelvis. Okay, so let's grab a scalpel. Okay. So, I guess that's good enough. Use a camera to photograph the Y incision. Carefully peel back the layers of the skin to observe the internal organs. Use a camera to photograph the internal organs. God, why don't you want to stay? So I don't see any internal organs, so I have to cut deeper. Okay. Oh crap. Okay. So this doesn't want to stay. Okay. So the internal organs are right there, but I can't get his skin to stay. Alright, this is gross. Why is my camera not working? Alright, so alright. Take time to identify internal organs of the frog and study the positions within the body. Figure 3 identifies the basic internal anatomy of the frog. Record your observations in the internal organs. Use the scalpel and probe to cut the internal organs out and remove them as one mass. Turn the scale by pressing the button. Okay, so let's observe the organs. So this is the liver. The heart is back here. These are his intestines. The liver looks black. The intestines look weird. The stomach is down here. Well, right here actually. So we have to use a scalpel to cut out Okay. So, that is that. So, here we have the liver. Here we have the heart. Oh, I don't even know where the heart is. The heart, I would imagine, is this little piece right here. The intestines, of course. All the intestinal tracts. And the stomach of this frog. Okay. So let's go ahead and cut on the scale. Put the weighing paper on it. Hit that to zero it out. And the organs weigh 7.6 grams. Place the organs on the scale. Use the camera to photograph the organs on the scale. Crap, did I miss a photograph? Okay. So use the dissection scissor to remove the stomach from the mass of organs. To do this, cut the stomach at the top where it meets the esophagus and at the bottom where the stomach meets the small intestine. So, just grab the scissors, cut it where it meets the small intestine. Cut. And cut. Use the scissors to cut open the stomach and observe any contents that may be present in your stomach. So there's definitely something in here. Okay, it looks like some type of like roach or beetle or some type of worm that was in here. Not exactly sure what it is, but it's definitely something in here. It looks like a centipede or something. Or a millipede maybe? Or it could be a roach, I have no idea, but it definitely ate something before it died. Okay, that's gross. Use a camera to photograph the contents of the stomach. So, stomach contents. Okay. Alright. Replace the mass of organs, including the stomach, back into the frog and fold the skin back to its original position. So let's stuff them back up. Put the stomach in there and fold them back up. Okay, so to dispose of the frog, contact your local waste management organization to determine any specific guidelines for your area. Clean up the area with your work with soap and water. So that was a dissection of a frog.